Morning and welcome to the chat on Newsday Amarillo and News Channel 10-2. I'm David Lovejoy.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Rhonda Lawnert.
And I'm ready for the new year, Chuckalicious, Chuck Williams.
Each and every day. Last week I got a phone call after we got off air. It's Friday, Friends with Fricker. I think that's what we're going to call this. And Brant,
hey, all right.
This lady called and she said what the subject we talked about was friends and surrounding yourself with good friends. And Brant had talked about a time when he contemplated taking his own life. And if it wasn't for one person to stand in that stead, and this woman had experienced this. She'd been a Sunday school class and had been working with a young man, 25 years old, family, looks like a great life on the outside. And she really, really appreciated hearing the message of it's important who you surround yourself with. And going down that same vein, it's also important what your path is and how to know where your path is and how you explore your path. A lot of people unsure of that. A lot of people have questions about that. And that's what Brant wants to dig in today, that you're the captain of your own ship and you can sail it where you want to. Now, you can sail it into a gully or you can put it out on the high ocean. Those are your choices. And that's what we're going to dig into today. Go ahead, Chuck. You had something for him.
You know, Brant, most people that know me know I don't plan for nothing. But, it's not a matter of trying. It's a matter of doing, is it not?
It is. But, being precedes doing, right? Being precedes doing. And if a person doesn't have a sense of destiny or a sense of purpose, then it's harder for them to get motivated. Depression's a real thing. Some people, hey, you want to be happy, act happy. Well, there's some truth to that. But depression is a real thing. And unless you've gone through it, it's easy to think, well, hey, just turn on some happy music, right? But being precedes doing. And if you can move away from it sounds kind of funny, but the more inward focused we are, the more miserable we are, because human beings, not human doings, they find purpose in serving others. And so if you're miserable, folks, you're not serving people. So serve people. And the joy will come back, then you be a joyful person. I had a friend in Tulsa, a very successful white-collar business owner. And I said, hey, we'd go to the homeless shelter once a month. We do Rock the Mission. I'd bring in music industry types, and the homeless couldn't believe that we were doing that for them. But what they didn't understand is we were getting more blessed than they were because we were giving, right? And so this guy, I said, why don't you come with me, Jeff? And he said, man, I can't go do that. I don't have any joy. He struggled with depression. And I said, man, that's where the joy comes from. Well, Jeff comes with me that night. He sat right in the middle of my dear homeless friends. And we had such a great time because they're people. They're people. And so the joy came back, and then he started to do that more, right? So being precedes doing, but you need to usually do something to step into becoming something else, to becoming more joyful. And it means a lot that the people you're giving your feedback on these shows. I'm honored to be with this great team as well. But moving out of depression and moving into destiny, you got to be sure that you have a sense of destiny and purpose, and that you don't self-sabotage.
Then that's a big thing. You hear, especially among young and even of my generation, I don't know what my purpose is. I'm just on the rat race. I'm on the routine, on the wheel. It really, truly is about doing one thing different. It's saying a kind word to somebody once in a while. Yeah, we had a guest on earlier this week, and she made the comment about the little things. Take care of the little things first. We get stuck in our head, the big picture, and you want to eat that elephant in one bite instead of taking small ones. And it's the little things, isn't it, Brant? The small steps.
It really, really is. It really is. And a lot of times, it's just reaching outside of yourself. We're in such a busy hustle and bustle world. This guy, a famous author and speaker, Tony Campolo, he wrote a book and had a video series called Carpe Diem, He talked about the time where he was on this busy street corner and there's that crazy lady. They called her the duck lady. You know, she was a homeless lady, you know, and she quacked all the time. Quack, 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 right? And people just blew her off, you know. And I don't know, this guy was inspired one day, or maybe he was just shaken out of his lull, because we can get into a rut of overactivity, or we can do something so much that we even forget why we're doing it and then wonder why we're depressed. Well, he's on the street corner. There's the duck lady. She walks up to him, whack, 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 right, you know, and he stops the world and he looks into her eyes. And for one moment, she had a moment of sanity. And she's looking back at him. He's looking deep down into her soul, and she's looking into his soul. And there's a moment of connection, because we're all connected, even scientifically. We all come from one set of parents, folks. We all come. You might not know that there's African American in my lineage. You might not know that there's Irish and German. You might not. We all come from one set of parents, and so we are all connected. We just got to stop the noise long enough and to take that step of hello and really begin to care. And it's amazing what happens to your life when you do.